We got a lot of great content to cover. So we did distill this down to 5 reasons. TikTok is the must-have e-commerce platform, but please don't count because you're going to count like 30. But we've organized this nicely for you. There's a lot to cover here. For those of you who are just responsible business people, I want to make sure you do everything from an investment standpoint that furthers your business. It's going to be hard to ignore TikTok once you learn what we're going to share today. So first, I want to introduce Exclusive. Been around since '97. We're the first e-commerce agency. Most of our clients are emerging. They're building their brand, or you find out about them when you need them. We have quite a few established brands as well. My name is Nick Rochbaugh, VP of Marketing Sciences. I joined Exclusive 15 years ago to develop all of our marketing solutions. I developed our SEO, Google Ads, conversion testing, email marketing, Amazon services, did the hiring, build the workflows and our approach, and also developed a strategy team that could help figure out the holistic implications between that. And that team has grown so much over these 15 years. Now we're doing about 15 different channels, but still tightly coordinated together. Before we go too deep, though, we thought it'd be fun just to see what everyone's TikTok IQ is here. So, do you TikTok? Are you on TikTok? Do you have a personal account? Do you have a business account? Nothing yet. Wow, you guys are fast.
Any TikTok influencers on here besides Adam, of course?
All right. Well, the vast majority of everyone's already answered. So we're going to close this out at 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, let's share this. Okay. You guys wonder, listen, there's no 15 to 20-year-olds on this call. So if you thought TikTok was just for young people dancing around, come on. 66% of the old folks on this call, myself included, have a personal account. 46% of the businesses have a business account. 21% of you are not there yet, but entirely up to you if you want to have one. I think there's a great business case, so we're going to share it today. I'm joined by a lot of my colleagues today, including Cody.
Hi, everyone. Cody here. I'm AVP of Paid Social at Exclusive. I've been at Exclusive a little over a year now, but been in the industry for about 9. Focused purely on digital media throughout my entire career. Over 130 million in ad spend managed throughout that time. And I've done everything from lead gen growth to lowering enrollment costs and driving incremental ROAS. I'm excited to be here and chat TikTok today.
Awesome. And I will give an intro on EK Creative. We are the newest platform partners with Exclusive, and we're very excited about that. We are a 30+ person team. We are dedicated to just pushing the envelope further with social shopping. And by the end of this webinar, you will know exactly what that means. We love to provide knowledge and innovation and advertising and growth for clients. And at the forefront of what we do, we transform the way that brands attract and they engage with customers. And that's why we believe in TikTok so much. You know, since fall of 2022, we've been a TikTok Shop partner since before this was even available. You know, we got contacted by them, and you know, they were telling us, hey, this big thing is coming. We saw your agency. We want to know if you want to be a part of it. And we saw the future. We saw the writing on the wall, and we invested heavily in it. And fast forward to this year, we're seeing the return there with over 2.5 million in GMV on the platform in just the past 28 days. You know, as a company, we've managed over 500 million in revenue. We do a ton with shoppable video and a ton with shoppable lives. And we'll give you all of our best practices as we go through this webinar.
I just want to add one thing. For those of you who have attended a lot of webinars, you have seen us present with a lot of partners like Klaviyo and Google and Yotpo. EK Creative is not just a partner. It's part of the Exclusive family. We are the same business.
Yes, we are an Exclusive company, and we couldn't be happier about it. And that means that Exclusive is also a TikTok Shop partner. And so at EK Creative, you might be wondering, okay, what does this mean? What is a TikTok Shop partner? And what it means is we're dedicated to helping you grow on the platform, helping you create GMV from the platform, helping you do shoppable lives, helping you do videos, operations, data feeds, integrations with your current e-commerce store. Everything that you need to sell on TikTok, we are here to support it. We work very closely with TikTok. We are, I feel like I've seen their TikTok shop team grow from a few people to now 100, 200 people. We're one of the first TSPs, TikTok shop partners in the US. And we are definitely one of the highest grossing from a GMV standpoint too. And so, we're very excited. But again, at the core of what a TikTok shop partner is, it's here to make your experience on the platform and your ability to drive revenue from the platform easier, more efficient, and more effective. And then me, so I am the founder of EK Creative, and I've been in the online advertising and performance marketing space for over 13 years. I've had my own stores. I've worked at a number of different agencies, and in 2020, I really saw where this was going from a social commerce perspective, and decided to find EK Creative as an agency that was dedicated to that innovation. And we're also comment sold partners, so we do a lot with live shopping, which is really great. And as I mentioned, in the past 28 days, that actually is out of date right now. We're at 2.5 million. And so you can see that was just probably a week ago, how fast this thing is growing. We've seen TikTok Shop go from really an idea to something that's generating insane revenue for our clients. And it's helped us solidify our position as leaders in sort of the emerging commerce space. And now working with Exclusive and their 26 years of experience, for us, we're just really excited to be here. I know I've really enjoyed working with Nick and Cody over the past few months. And I know, as we continue to go down this road, we're going to take all their knowledge and innovation in the past, combined with everything that we've been doing on the platform, to provide just the best service offering possible. And the offerings that we have currently, if you are interested, and we'll get into the best practices here, right? When you hear TikTok shop, you might be wondering, like, what does that really actually mean, right? I've heard of ads on TikTok. Maybe you're doing lead generation or whatever. So I wanted to break it down for everybody. So the way we help our clients grow that GMV, advertising is a big part of it, right? Right now, we're seeing some pretty insane results from TikTok ads, 5, 6, 7x returns, below $10 cost per acquisition. We do a ton with short form video, right? This can be your more traditional short form video. This can be UGC short form video. We have a team of internal creators that develop content for our clients, and we have a team of external creators that we work with as well. We also do affiliate. So these are people with larger followings who are posting and tagging products from our clients' stores and able to sell directly on the platform and split commissions. This is a huge thing. I've had products here sell $26,000 in literally 24 hours through the affiliate marketplace. The other beauty of that is all those followers then get exposed to your brand and your shop. So you might be thinking, oh, I have to post 20 times a day on TikTok to be successful. That's not true. There's a strategy for everyone here. Live shopping is another thing that we do. We do it 2 different ways. We do it with you, where if you have a team of hosts and experts that you want to turn into a live shopping team with a studio, we're going to help coach you each step of the way to stand that up internally and create a new revenue stream for your business, or help you get the most out of your current live shopping offering. And we do it for you, where we have a team of hosts that have all sold, $50,000, $60,000 in live. And we have studios across the US. We have production and equipment. And really all we need is the products from you. And we'll build you a custom set and we'll go live for you constantly. We also do shop development. So if you've never heard of TikTok Shop and you want to get it set up, we can take you from 0 to 100 there, integrate it with your current e-commerce backend and make it really flow smoothly for you. Again, UGC content, this is huge for us. This is something that we thrive with when it comes to content creation on the platform. Holistic reporting, right? Reporting in the platform, reporting outside the platform, how it works with your omni-channel presence. And then, like we mentioned, data feeds, because we want this to work as efficient as possible. So whether that's connecting it to your Shopify store, custom integrations, optimizing those feeds, featuring certain product collections, we do all of that to, again, make sure that we can drive the most GMV possible on the platform. And so we wanted to also dive into some key myths here on TikTok, because we know, TikTok, when people hear it, everyone's got their own ideas, right? And some of the things that I hear from clients, oh, it's too young or it's only teenagers. That is so far from the truth. All you need to do is pull up demographic information And a quick Google search will tell you that's just not true, especially as it's grown. I think this is huge. Just dancing or lip syncing videos, not true at all either. You know, I was talking to someone this morning actually at breakfast, and they were telling me that they use it for discovering DIY hacks, right? They use it for recipe creation. Like myself, I went down a rabbit hole of aliens recently on TikTok. Like there's something for everyone on it. And that's the beauty of the platform. I think at its core, it's about education, it's about discovery, it's about entertainment, right? It's not a good fit for serious brands. That's also not true. I mean, you look at the top advertisers on TikTok to this day are very established brands. There's still a huge opportunity for newcomers, right? But everyone knows this is an established brand and presence. And I think the greater TikTok company is actually the highest valued startup in the world right now, right? So that I think says it all. You also do not need a huge following. The beauty of TikTok is the ability to be discovered, right? It's the ability to empower creators and help them take advantage of, you know, going from someone that has a small following to a very large following almost overnight. We see this time and time again. Users aren't engaged. That's just absolutely not true. I think people spend upwards of 90 minutes on the platform per day, right? And so again, and then live shopping. So if you've gone on TikTok, you've probably seen lives here as well. You know, when I talk to people about live shopping, and we've been working in the space since 2019, you know, they think, oh, it's a lot of people explain it like QVC meets social media. That's not it at all. Live shopping on TikTok is about community, it's about engagement, it's about coming together, it's about answering questions in real time, it's about showing behind the scenes of your business, personality behind your business. It's not a scripted QVC show. It might be the easiest way to explain it, but it's so far from what it actually is. And also you have to post a million times a day. That's also not true. We see clients who see a lot of success from posting consistently on the platform, but not overdoing it either. You don't need to just post to post to post to post. And so we want to also talk of number one reason right here would be TikTok shop and live shopping.
Quick question. So we got from Mackenzie, will the deck be shared afterwards? Yes, everyone's going to get a copy of the deck and a copy of the recording, whether you showed up or not, as long as you signed up.
Definitely. And so introducing TikTok shop. So again, like I was saying, I kind of got this message, you know, summer of last year, really talking about, hey, TikTok shop's coming. We think you'd be a good fit for it. We want to talk to your agency. And I had some idea of what this was, right? But as I started going down and down this path, I realized, wow, this is going to be a game changer. TikTok shop is a closed loop solution for buying on the platform, right? You can do product discovery, you get product details, and you get post-payment activity all within the app. Right now, there's some really amazing discounts and incentives for people to buy on the platform. They also have very, I think like the level of quality that you get is controlled, right? The products have to be shipped out in a certain amount of time. Like everyone's kind of bought something on Facebook or Instagram and wondered like, hey, when's this going to arrive, right? TikTok shop is going more of an Amazon approach here to this closed loop solution. And it's one touch pay. Apple Pay is integrated. It's a really seamless thing. And if you're on TikTok, you've probably seen those product tags in the bottom left-hand corner. As you do that, you'll start to see that buy now button. That is TikTok shop in action. And this is also 100% getting priority in the algorithm right now. So that is another reason why you really want to get your TikTok shop set up, start tagging your products, and your videos are just going to actually perform better. Oh. And then live shopping, just to take a step back too, live shopping is really showcasing your products, communicating with your clients all in real time where people can check out without leaving the stream, right? So you can continue to watch and buy, right, as you go. And it's amazing for establishing a personal relationship with users. People buy from people, right? I've walked into a Best Buy and I thought I was just there to get a pair of headphones and walked out with a new TV because the salesperson was that good, right? That is the power of live shopping. You can ask questions, you have that ability to build relationships. And we've seen this time and time again where live shopping has incredibly high conversion rates compared to just a website experience, right? And it's got much higher lifetime value of users who shop from lives because again, they feel that personal connection. And a platform like TikTok is tailor-made for live shopping, right? It can happen on your brand.com, it can happen on your social commerce app, app, but TikTok itself is really pushing the envelope further with live shopping. And we'll get into this later. But we recently had a client sell over $100,000 on one live shopping stream, right? Without leaving that, just in a few hours, they were able to do it. And it's insane. It's an incredibly fast growing industry as well. So it's expected to hit over 25 billion in GMV by the end of 2023. And by 2025, it's going to be at 57 billion, right? That is absolutely insane growth in such a short period of time. So when you think about the future of commerce and how people are going to shop in a few years from now and how people are shopping now, live shopping is something that has exponential momentum and is really a great sales channel and a revenue channel for anyone who's looking to take their current strategy just really up a notch. All right.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Adam Summers. I am the co-founder of Willow Boutique. I also work with Ethan and EK Creative on the sales and the business dev side. I've had an opportunity though to start Willow with my fiance, and we started in late 2020. Did what most people do, go through these phases as you're just learning, the e-commerce world. Wasn't our background. She was a registered nurse. I just had a corporate career. And so the first year or so, we really just dove in and learned, had our bumps and bruises. We got connected with Ethan and EK Creative right at the end of that first year. And we had to kind of sell ourselves. Revenue was low. We were doing real just fresh numbers of 4,000 or 5,000 a month, but we really wanted to dive into this world. So we got with Ethan, we made our sales pitch, we jumped in with them, and then he brought this TikTok idea to us about October of last year. And so he said, man, we're on some exciting stuff. We wanted to jump in with you. We think you'd be the great client for it. And we just jumped in with Ethan and EK, and it's built an amazing community around Willow. Like Ethan said, the live selling aspect of it, everything that this TikTok that's bringing, and we've been with them all week here in Las Vegas at this convention right now, and their excitement and the journey that they're taking all of us on is something that I think all of you guys that aren't privileged to some of the information that we are getting and gathering right now is why we're doing this. We want to share this with you guys, is that we're still early. I want to make that a real strong point on the webinar, is that don't think that you guys are behind myself and Willow. We are early in this. This is when you want to learn, talk to us, educate yourself around this aspect, because this is where I truly think you can change the aspect of your business from the opportunities that they are bringing to us.
Yeah, and I just want to touch on this too. Like, whenever we talk to a client, I know this is the same for Exclusive, which is why there's so much synergy between us, and we're so excited to be a part of, Exclusive. We want to make sure it's a good fit. It's really important that the client understands kind of what we do and is also like vetted on our end. So I think when Adam and I first connected, it was sort of like, hey, what do you have going on? Are you guys really committed to making this work? Like, you're doing a little bit smaller. I think it's 6K in revenue at that point, right? They were saying all the right things, but we really wanted to make sure, like, hey, we feel like we can help this client. If we're going to partner together, it's important to us that we make sure it's a success. And so when they came on, Adam, I still remember our first calls and saying, hey, let me intro you to the account management team too, and make sure that, you really understand what you're getting yourself into. And, I think I would encourage anyone, if you're at all interested in this, to definitely reach out, because, that's at a core of what we do, is make sure you're a good fit and then put together a strategy behind it. I'm doing my best to answer some of these questions in here too. So I see some coming in. Kirk, I know you asked how we get started on the platform. We are happy to share a link. We're happy to walk you through that as well. It's a pretty simple setup to get going.
Kirk, we're going to launch a poll soon. As long as you say yes, you want some next steps, we'll reach out and we'll all coordinate it very quickly.
Definitely. And so when I think about Willow, it's really kind of like 3 phases. And when we first started, it was like, are they ready to scale, right? Are they committed to making this work? Do they have inventory? Do we feel like it's a good fit for our team, right? And then we did a free audit of everything. And I think, Adam, we actually told you, hey, work on like 1 or 2 things and then come back to us. Right. So it's like, okay, you're close, but your website needs a bit more product descriptions and some of the imagery needs to be fleshed out, et cetera. And then you came back and you were like, dude, I'm ready. Let's do this thing. And that's when we really put together a launch plan and hit the ground running. And in the first 3 months working together, we saw pretty good growth. I think looking back on it at the time, I was like, this is amazing, right? We grew from 6K a month to 130K in really the fourth month with our team, which is, I mean, that's really, really fast, and a credit to everything you and your team was doing. And then, by October of 2022, I think we were doing around just under 300K a month after really adding more of an omni-channel strategy. So we started off on just Meta, quickly added TikTok ads, quickly added email, quickly added Google, got those all really rowing together, right? Very similar philosophy to what Nick's going to cover in a little bit. And again, saw really great growth, got to around 100K followers, we did around 1 million in sales. And we were like, wow, this is going great. And then I went to Adam and I said, look, we got this opportunity with TikTok Shop and we think this is going to be a really, really big thing, but it's new. And I knew Adam was one of the clients that was going to be crazy enough to try this thing with me. And I knew he had the following. I knew he was going to make it work. So I remember getting him signed up for Seller Center, and we were entering information and kind of going through it together. And we were both like, wow, what is this? Getting it connected to Shopify, different product feeds, really experimenting. Keep in mind, this is like November and December, some of the busiest times for a clothing boutique. And we were taking time out of our days to dedicate to this because we felt like this is the future. This is where things are going to be, summer and Q4 next year. So I think it's always really important to be working on what you have today, but thinking about where you're going to be tomorrow, right? And in those early days, January to March, we started to see some good growth. We had, I think, 28K in TikTok Shop revenue in Q1 of 2023. We were really excited about that. And again, keep in mind, at this point, Willow was doing around 300K a month. We were running shop campaigns. We were doing some website conversion campaigns. And then April came. And as an agency in April, we saw the results for TikTok Shop just absolutely take off. And we know a lot of people here are on TikTok, and you probably saw this where like 1 out of every 3 posts on TikTok started becoming a product tagged video. And we know that the algorithm changed then. And the algorithm went from prioritizing watch time on videos to prioritizing GMV, which means if you're tagging products in your TikTok videos and people are buying them on TikTok, that you're going to get priority. And this, we saw great growth from. Keep in mind, 28K in Q1, we saw 44,000 in TikTok Shop revenue in just April of 2023. And our ROAS was also really healthy there too, because again, we always like to accelerate everything with paid ads. So, we were seeing around a 2.5x. Fast forward to where we are now in phase 3, right? And this has really created a waterfall effect for live shopping, shoppable video, and ads. We've done over 102K in one live stream on TikTok, which is absolutely insane. Adam, I'd love for you to talk a little bit about that and kind of what you've seen on TikTok the past few months, as I believe it's grown to even outpace your Shopify revenue at this point. I think your largest sales channel is actually TikTok Shop. Is that correct?
Yes, correct. And that's it's kind of humbling, but also to kind of reminisce on the journey that you just walked us through, just because it's we started that like you said last October, November, when we were talking about this stuff. But just from that April of that 44,000, and then we hit May, then June, and then obviously July. And historically, at least in the boutique world or in the clothing aspect, June and July are harder months on the clothing aspect, the retail aspect of things. And I was talking to Ethan. I remember having a call with him about that, and I said, you know what, I want to strive to make June and July our biggest months at Willow Boutique on TikTok, to see if this truly can change the narrative around these harder months. And so, as a team, we dove into it, and we saw that our numbers grew over 700,000. So, remember this conversation that Ethan's saying he met me at 6,000, and then we jump and do all these things: Google, Facebook, all these services, and then we dove into TikTok, and now we're doing 800,000 consistently each month, with TikTok being the driving force. We hit 102,000 in sales. That is the number one live selling opportunity that in the United States that we had an opportunity to do it. We had 102,000. We are the top live seller in the United States. It was a marathon live that we call it. The whole TikTok team told us the story about it last night, that they were all cheering us on as we were elevating these numbers. And I think the biggest thing that I loved about, obviously the number was great. We were glad we hit it. That feels that it was an accomplishment. We were striving to get to 100, but it was how many people came through our live. And I think that's one of the key points that you don't want to miss, is that 3 million people came into my store on that day. I mean, think about that. If you're running a coffee shop, or if you guys are doing something brick and mortar, and we're in Las Vegas and we're seeing all these people run through Caesar's Palace. I'm not sure if they get 3 million people through their door in one day. I'm not, and it's incredible.
And those people too, it's not like 3 million website visitors. Like, those are 3 million people that have basically talked and had an interaction with a salesperson at that point. That is, I think, such an added benefit. Those people all feed into your retargeting campaigns, your DPA campaigns, your short form video campaigns. And that's really where we get this compounding effect with live and shoppable video.
Got a great question from Kim. What kind of cost goes into something like that?
Yeah, that's a
Break that
great
down.
question. So I'm sure that there's kind of different ways to break that down. There's marketing costs, there's inventory costs, there's labor costs, right? From a marketing perspective, we really put that together in about a week. And, I think the ad budget for it was sub 10K at max. I think it was probably closer to around 5K. We leveraged it. We leveraged email. We leveraged SMS. We really coordinated everything behind the scenes to get that traffic over to TikTok. We had a really strong marketing angle as well. Think like a Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. We were advertising the discounts and the deals that we were going to release. It was pre-release. It was available on TikTok first before it was available anywhere else, right? And then obviously, Adam, I know there's obviously cost of goods. There's your hosts, right? But I think those are all marginal compared to the results that you get. There's direct return from the live sale, but the revenue from that live sale doesn't stop when that sale does. They're going to keep getting customers from that one live sale for months and probably years to come.
I agree. I think we kind of touched on that too real quick, is that it's the waterfall effect after that live, is that the engagement, your videos, everything starts, the algorithm just enjoys the traffic. And then if you see that the following day that we were still hitting huge numbers without even going live, our short form picked up, everything was just, generating more because we had the buzz behind Willow from that live.
Definitely. And I think we touched on a lot of these, so I'll run through these real quick. But when you think about the key benefits of TikTok Shop, the key benefits of live shopping and shoppable video, right? First of all, it's fun and engaging, right? There's really great hooks. TikTok's supplementing some of these costs, right? So your first order, there's $10 off. You get this on TikTok cheaper than anywhere else, cheaper than Amazon, cheaper than your website. But you as a retailer, you're going to get the full cost of that item. That's an incredible benefit to you, right? You develop these personal relationships. You really break down, this isn't just a website. This isn't just a brand. These are people. You show them behind the scenes. They build that connection. They're going to be much more likely to convert, right? You're going to reach new users. You're going to have users that buy on the stream, but also convert after. You're going to have higher LTV, and you're really going to hit the crossroads of shopping, entertainment, commerce. And ultimately, one of the biggest advantages, you're going to have the algorithm put muscle behind you, because TikTok wants shop to work. TikTok wants live. TikTok wants shoppable video, and so they're prioritizing it, and that helps you as a merchant lean into what the platform prioritizes to get the best results.
Rapid fire answers here. We've got from Kim again, specifically ad costs, which I think you said was about $5,000 to $10,000 for that 100K.
Yep.
Mike's
and we
asking,
see CPMs too, like $5-6 for shoppable video, for live shopping campaigns. We've quite frankly seen it as low as 2, but we don't want to say that's going to be the normal, right? So we really see it hover between that $5 to $7 range on CPM. Cost per click's 50 cents or lower. I mean, you can't get costs like this anywhere else in the online marketing space right now.
Mike's asking, will TikTok fulfill like Amazon FBA?
Yes,
They're
yes, they
working,
already
yep.
have that set up. Yep.
And then, great question, probably for you, Adam. What do you do during 8 hours live?
Yeah, that's a great question. We put a lot of strategy in the few days that TikTok kind of put this on our plate. But when you're doing a marathon live, is what we kind of nicknamed it. Because normally a lot of people are in an hour range. That's kind of where a lot of live sellers that Ethan and I work with are living in that hour. We're trying to bump that up. TikTok really wants to bump that up to where they see a lot of things start really rolling in that 2, 3, 4 hour range, and then we obviously elevated that to 8 hours. But it's a lot of communication. We had a lot of different hosts, so we had time slots for, just like, again, think of it as a storefront. We had current people with shifts that our manager Emma took the lead. She started us off for the first couple hours. Then we had our social media manager that does live selling too. She took the next couple hours. And then Chelsea and I jumped in to end the live for those 8 hours. But it's a lot of communication. When you're getting 15,000 people on your live stream at one moment in time, you do not run out of things to talk about, because they're constantly asking you, can you put these on? Can you show this item? Can you show this? Can you talk about this material? How does this fit? So you have 15,000 people to communicate with at any moment. So it's a lot easier to do than and not run out of things to talk about once you start getting used to it and kind of plan it all out.
And it
Awesome.
sounds like an 8-hour live stream. It's like, whoa, that's so long. That's a normal shift for anybody who's going to work that day. It's like, when you
Yeah.
break it down like that, it's like, you have a store, you're going to be open 9 to 5, right?
Okay, you guys have so many details and people are asking so many questions. And we've got our guest from TikTok coming to help answer questions as well. So folks, do not leave. Ask your questions, but don't leave. We're gonna hold questions as we get through. We've gotten through 1 out of 5 reasons. We've got a lot to cover.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we'll jump into reason number 2 quickly here, but we'll be taking a look at demographic shifts and how TikTok can fit into your current marketing mix. So a lot of people have a preconceived image in their head of what TikTok is. It's fairly one-dimensional usually. It typically involves younger kids, teens doing latest dance trends. However, we see TikTok as so much more dynamic than that. There's tons of niche communities that you can be a part of and engage with that fit with your product and can reach your customers. But what does this mean from a demographic perspective? Well, it means TikTok's user base is aging up. So now's a great time to get in on the platform. So 25% of the user base is 19 years or younger, which is a larger chunk than we see in other social channels. So it does skew younger. However, that still leaves 75% of the demographic as 20 years or older. And we actually even see that 30% of the demographic is over the age of 40. So these are decision makers. They have disposable income and they have purchasing power on the platform making these decisions. So what's even the more credible part of this is how they're using the platform. Users spend on average 95 minutes a day in the platform and open the app on average 8 times a day. That's an insane amount of time that people are spending on this one platform, consistently consuming content, especially understanding that a lot of this content is typically more short form. So they're scrolling through numerous videos and being exposed to a bunch of brands and creators every time they log in. So what does that mean for brands? Well, there's a really strong opportunity to advertise your products to this user base and drive purchase. Ethan and Adam talked a lot about TikTok Shop and live shopping opportunity. There's also the entire ad side of the business as well, where you can reach users through standard ad targeting. We've been running TikTok ads with one of our clients, Runway Rogue. They joined us this year at Exclusive. They were running TikTok before, and they really gave us a couple goals with the platform. They wanted to improve MER over time and drive higher site revenue. while also specifically looking to expand prospecting to find new users and introduce them to the brand within TikTok. So what the results really speak for themselves for what we were able to accomplish there from an ads perspective. We saw ROAS increase 17% in the first 60 days. We've seen it increase even more, up to 70% since we took over management. We also increased that prospecting ad spend by 88%. We've gone a lot more heavy into that side for TikTok as we're looking at their entire marketing funnel and where users are coming from. And a lot of that was also drove by the retargeting aspects that we were able to do and increase efficiency. We decreased CPCs by 43% and CPMs by 42%. So by increasing efficiency with our retargeting efforts, we were able to make that heavier investment into prospecting, which has drove new users to the website and has ultimately helped increase overall site revenue attributed to our TikTok ads.
I'll add one thing. So this is Patricia Hartman's business. Patricia was a supermodel in the 90s. Most of her fans and followers are people who grew up, they were teenagers in the 90s. So this is not a young demographic that is following and buying from TikTok on her website.
And that was just one example. If you look at the industry landscape on TikTok, a lot of the largest brands are not selling youth targeted or discount products. You have brands like TurboTax, HelloFresh, Samsung. These are older demographics, targeted towards adults with disposable income. And some of these are even more premium price products, HelloFresh and Samsung being specifically in that premium market. So if you take a look at the overall industry composition and results, a lot of the largest spenders aren't fitting that youth demographic myth that we covered at the beginning.
Yeah, and here, we want to talk about as reason number 3, some healthy and consistent results with periodic viral wins. So as we've kind of touched on, what ads should you run 24/7, right? Well, website conversion ads are great, right? Shopping ads are great as well. These go after the highest intent purchase audiences. TikTok has some really, really great stuff right now where you can actually identify like highest value, highest spenders, and we've seen these work incredibly well to generate really large volume of GMV. The shoppable video ads totally play to what the algorithm wants. This is something that we've seen firsthand. Again, you're tagging products organically, and then you're running those as Spark ads, and they just perform extremely, extremely well on the platform. Again, I think right now as an agency, we have maybe 1 or 2 clients out of like 25 to 30 that are seeing a CPA on the platform higher than $10. That is just absolutely mind blowing. I can't remember a time in e-commerce when you were able to get new users for that low of a customer acquisition cost. Live shopping campaigns also, TikTok has some really, really amazing campaigns where you can actually promote these live shopping campaigns to, targeted audiences that convert. This is something that, again, we did on the Willow Live. We had, 6,000-7,000 people on these lives at one time, right? Concurrent viewers, and the advertising campaigns that we're running here, combined with a live shopping campaign going for people that are targeting the highest GMV spenders, it's like a no-brainer, right? And then dynamic product ads as well. So the same way that people view something in TikTok Shop or they view something on their website, but they don't buy right away, right? TikTok has a really great algorithm where you're able to get that product back in front of those users and change your messaging, right? The core of advertising is the right message to the right user at the right time. So, that person's already considered the product, and now you just need to get them to take that next step to actually buy it and tweak your messaging and get that product in front of them again. So again, these are some of our favorite campaigns to run from an e-commerce perspective on TikTok and TikTok Shop. And then things you can do to get some periodic big wins, right? So you want to lean into trending audio. Now, at the same time, you don't want to make a TikTok just because you're doing trending audio. It's got to be true to your brand. You got to find your voice on the platform, and then you can leverage these things that are going to help you get more organic and more paid reach, right? Obviously doing shoppable video, we touched on that a bunch. We love the idea of doing exclusive releases and limited time discounts on the platform as well. One of the things we've seen work is giving people a reason to shop on TikTok, right? Creating a different commerce like engagement than your website, right? Then your Facebook, then your Meta campaigns, right? Make TikTok a shopping destination, and people are going to love engaging with you on the platform. Affiliate is a huge thing too. You know, if you're sitting here and you're like, I just don't have the bandwidth to do content. We love the affiliate marketplace because you're able to go in, you're able to select creators that truly represent your brand, that truly love your products. You're able to leverage them to create videos for you. And then they're able to check out directly from your TikTok shop. So say Adam's a creator that has 100,000 followers and I'm a brand who is selling a certain product, right? Adam can make a video about my product and tag it, but that person who ends up shopping that loves Adam is going to buy from my store. And then you're going to get a crossover traffic and crossover followers, right? That then help you continue to grow on the platform. So it's a really amazing way to acquire new customers and work with creators and double down on content as well. You want to be consistent. You want to go live consistently. The algorithm is going to reward you for that. And then you want to invest in paid to really accelerate your growth. We always say that, hey, if you've got a fire burning, paid ads are going to be the thing. They're the gasoline that you toss on top of that just absolutely explodes the fire in literally the best way possible. And then phases of building these 3 areas. So getting started, you know, if you're new to TikTok and you haven't spent time on the app, download it right now, create a profile and start engaging because you're going to get a feel for how it works. And that's really important. If you don't have the bandwidth from your social media team right now, hire someone or put someone on TikTok who likes the platform, but maybe isn't invested in doing something else for your business, right? It's a great way. We kind of talk about this, put your B team on it, get going, right? And good things will start to happen, right? You need to take that initiative. Remarketing ads, that's a huge win, super low cost. You're going to see great return from that. And if you don't have a large following right now, you can do some really cool stuff with follower campaigns to build that up really cost effectively. Then we really encourage everyone to go in and create a TikTok shop, integrate it with your current sales operation, right? So connect your data feeds to it, connect your products to it, and get familiar with the back end of Seller Center. That's going to be your new favorite place to hang out, right? And look at it as a sales channel, right? And then work with the TikTok shop partner to help be that guide for you, whether it's creative, whether it's content, best practices, shop operations, feeds and integrations, live shopping, or advertising. That is our job as a TikTok shop partner, is to help you drive more GMV on the platform and then scale. When you find something that's working, double down on it and really maximize the potential of that. Right
Awesome.
now,
So, sorry, good.
Oh, go ahead, Nick.
Please, Ethan.
I was just gonna say, right now is also the opportunity. Like Adam talked about this, June and July, typically slower months. August starts to heat up a little bit. Going into September and October, you do not want to be setting up your TikTok shop in October, right? You do not want to be learning this platform in November. If you want sales in Q4, the actions that you take today are going to be the drivers of that. So really, I would strongly encourage everyone in the next few days, set up your TikTok shop. And I promise you're going to see the benefits. If we think TikTok's prioritizing this stuff right now, wait until Q4 hits.
Adam, what's your number one piece of advice?
Number one advice would probably be listen to the EK team. They have guided us through this journey. I think, you know, obviously being in Vegas and Jeffrey from TikTok is on this call currently. You know, they have the insights. They have helped us and put challenges in front of us. But if you're willing to put in the work, I obviously our results speak for themselves. Is that you will be rewarded for that work. It's incredible to see the amount of viewers TikTok's able to bring you.
Guys, we still have a lot left to cover, but Cody, what's your number one piece of advice in kind of preparing now for Q4?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Is now's the time to prepare for Q4 and making sure you have some runway to build up that base. So getting your shop submitted and approved this month and all set up so that you can start to engage with users, explore some of these options, and be in a good place for the November and December shopping timeframe when everybody will be wanting to take advantage of this.
Jeffrey, welcome. Thank you for joining as well. We greatly appreciate it. Do you have any words of wisdom for what people should be thinking about right now or prioritizing right now in preparation for Q4?
Yeah. And thank you so much for having me. My name is Jeff. I joined TikTok Shop's US operations team about a year ago as one of the first core team members of the launch team. Um, I think for advertising agencies and marketing agencies, we've talked to over 300 agencies by now. Some big, some small. But for this type of new venture, it's always the partners that are really flexible, agile, and willing to innovate together that really shine. And that was always from day one, Ethan and the UK creative team. To be honest, right, when we started, Ethan, we had no idea how this journey would go. But every challenge, we look at it as an opportunity. And I can say very confidently now that Ethan and the EK team is one of the best agencies we have across all of TikTok Shop, especially with all the new things that we're innovating. First, we explored short videos and developed new models to be able to drive sales organically in TikTok. A lot of times people think that it's something that's really high end, high production, that can work, but we've experimented with all these different formats, and many of the top videos are generating over $100,000 in GMV from a single 1 minute video. And it's not a extremely high production video. It's something that even sometimes they're laughing and joking and making it casual. And they filmed it in their living room, and it still drove $100,000 in sales. And now we're exploring live streams. And I know Adam and Ethan talked about how, hey, we did like an 100K live stream last week. That took a lot of innovation and experimentation with good partners, pushing Ethan every day, pushing Adam every day about trying to find new models. It's having these partners that we're able to push each other and experiment with different things. That's what makes this business work. And we've really tested the boundaries of how we can make TikTok Shop work for a different type of client base. My one piece of advice for TikTok is, I see a lot of partners as well as a lot of clients come in and say, hey, TikTok is really important for me. It's my number one priority. But when push comes to shove and they see something confusing, they say, oh, this is not for me, or I don't know what to do. My one piece of advice is to come in with an open mind, right? We need to go in, and there's a lot of things when there's new, but that's where the opportunity is. We trust that we'll have good partners that will work through the kinks, will work through the challenges together. And I promise you it'll be worth it.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it. My one piece of advice, if you're a business owner and it's been a tough year for all of us, and don't overthink this. We already saw that the vast majority of you are on TikTok. A smaller percentage of you have a business on TikTok. That means there's more demand than there is supply. That's the type of vacuum you want to get in on as quickly as possible. So don't waste time when that vacuum only exists for a short period of time. So that leads us to a quick poll. Many of you probably just want to get a shop going ASAP. We're going to help as many of you get a shop ready by the end of August. So let us know if you want us to reach out, prioritize you right away. Make sure you've got everything you need from a plan to paperwork, put you in the queue, make sure we just do this quickly. And the longer you wait, the harder it is for us to get to you. So please make sure that you give us kind of the okay right now, even if it's a yellow light. You don't need to give us a green light. Just tell us you're interested. So we're going to close this out in, and please do say no, thank you if you guys don't want it, just so we know. No big deal. Just be honest. But we're going to close this out in 3, 2, 1. Got 57% of you asking for some next steps. It's a big queue, guys. Got a lot of next steps ahead of us, and thank you for saying that. I'm going to sprint through this with Cody real quick, and we're going to get to some amazing creative examples. So the point here is we manage 15 channels now in e-commerce. You can't just manage everything one channel at a time. You've got to figure out how to manage them all together. So we've come up with a framework called the virtuous activity cycle that allows us to focus on the desired outcomes of awareness, consideration, conversion, loyalty, and advocacy. They all work together. But a single plan for each of these areas can be implemented across every single channel, and new channels can be added much easier. That philosophy has allowed us to develop innovative reporting that combines all the investment across every single channel, consolidated in ways that are meaningful. So we can start planning around how does this add up to the perfect marketing efficiency ratio? How do we drive net new customers? How do we drive up customer lifetime value? But TikTok works perfectly in that. It is already built around ideas like this. We do believe it's important for you to know yourself, though. There are essentially two categories of e-commerce businesses. Those where customers are always really open-minded and they just search for your category. That's called a search-based journey. There is room for TikTok to introduce people into a kind of discovery phase of that. But there are other brands, about 30% of our clients, where the customers will only buy a brand that they know. Those businesses need to build tons of brand awareness, and the magnetic power of TikTok is a place where you need to go, invest, and start building that awareness right now. It's just slightly different in terms of what it means to you, but the levers are there.
Awesome. And as we look at how that applies to TikTok specifically, one of the most exciting things with EK joining is we've really expanded our capabilities holistically across the platform. So we can really address all of the different stages of the virtuous activity cycle here within the platform itself. So as we're looking at awareness, you want to think of things like organic, posting regularly, as well as paid ads. Those can be optimized towards traffic and video views, just really trying to drive that initial engagement, expand your reach, get people, engaging with your content and your brand as a whole. You'd be looking at cold prospecting for against interest and behaviors to find those new users. As we look into consideration, we start to introduce a little bit of the shopping side of things. So still have paid ads as an option. We can run, against conversion campaigns or DABA. Still looking at cold prospecting users, but starting to look a little bit more at action like clicks, conversions, those types of things. But this is also where things like live shopping can make such an impact as well. You can expose so many new users in real time through these live shopping events where you're actually introducing a new user, and through your deals can hopefully drive full purchase at that moment as well. And then when we jump down into conversion, we're really focused on new user marketing. So that's somebody that is actively shopping for your products, trying to get them to convert. Again, multiple ways to tackle this on the platform, but through paid ads, we can do that on conversion campaigns, as well as dynamic product ads through catalog sales, really trying to drive ROAS, cost per actions, and ultimately conversion volume. But also introducing your TikTok shop at this point is a really good way to get that closed loop attribution. And then again, still tapping into those live shopping events as well to continue that engagement with those customers that are actively shopping.
Awesome. I'm going to talk about creative. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Cody. I got ahead of you.
Yeah, we just have one more there. Looking at loyalty. Similarly, paid ads, another option here, but trying to stay engaged with that past purchaser and drive customer lifetime value in the long term. Again, this is where TikTok Shop can also help develop that one-to-one relationship, as Adam and Ethan alluded to there as well, with your customer base on the platform.
Definitely. So then to jump into creative too, and I want to be conscious of time here, so I'm going to go fast. This is being recorded. You can go back and watch it afterwards. We'll deliver some PDFs and all that fun stuff. When we go in here, we do a few different things with live shopping, done for you, done with you. Anyone who's interested in this as a service, definitely get in touch with Exclusive, get in touch with us at EK, and we'll be able to walk you through that. For creative though, if you're kind of like, hey, I want to get started on the platform, what do I do? We have a few best practices here. Problem solution videos, right? Present the problem the first second or two, and then agitate that a little bit and then solve it, right? These work incredibly, incredibly well. You hook the users right away, and then you show them your product, and then make sure you have a call to action to buy, right? That's one thing you can't forget, especially on TikTok Shop while they're doing these great incentives. This is a new thing. You want to educate people about TikTok Shop. So tell them, hey, you can check out right here on TikTok, get it cheaper than anywhere else, because TikTok's giving you $10 off your first order. Works incredibly well. Another thing that we absolutely love to do on the platform is responding to comments. Willow does this really, really well. we'll actually even think about doing some videos here where we have comments in, and we'll do like a 1 minute video where we're stating the comment and then doing a video. So it can be how to style a certain outfit. It can be, hey, will this be restocked? Right. And then you present the solution there too. The question, will this be restocked? Oh my gosh, this just restocked. You're walking around your warehouse. What does that take? Like 5 minutes to make? Right. And it just creates such an engaging thing. What also happens is then people start commenting more on your videos because they want you to make a video of them as well. So it's like, it just really feeds your content wheel. Another thing that we like to do is community inspired examples. The most classic of this is like help us go viral, but this can also be like shares. This can also be like, hey, oh my gosh, I got way too many of this order, and I need everyone to help me sell it, right? You're kind of empowering everyone around a certain goal, and you'll find that your community really buys into this. And then just to keep it going, let's see here, behind the scenes as well. So again, this is one that I love, whether it's packing an order or showing your warehouse or showcasing your product, right? Or giving people some educational content. We've seen this work so well with packing orders though, and then getting people to actually comment their order number underneath, right? After they buy, and then doing a video for them afterwards. So think about it like this. We're going to pack Adam's order, right? If you comment below and you buy something on TikTok and then you give us your order number, we're going to make a packing order video for you. And then we're going to tag your profile, right? You'll get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who buy, who then comment on your post, which helps it go viral, right? And then you tag them in the post and they repost that to all their followers. So it's such a unique content hack that works so well. And then next up, we have gamification, right? Willow, again, does an amazing job with this. When we hit X amount of likes on a live stream, when we hit X amount of shares, right, we're going to put this product on sale for 24 hours or 48 hours, or we're going to give everyone X% off, right? And what you're doing there is you're creating a really fun experience for people where they don't even feel like they're shopping. They feel like they're kind of a part of this, game that everyone's kind of playing together to hit this common goal and then get the reward afterwards. So again, gamification can work in a number of different ways. It can be live streams, it can be shoppable video, but you're sort of setting a target and then empowering everybody to hit that together. And then when they do, you're rewarding them as well. And then exclusive releases and exclusive drops. We talked about this as well, right? Making TikTok a destination, right? Making it a place where people know that they're going to be able to get these releases before anywhere else has worked really well for us. I've also seen some really amazing brands do this really well, where you have a new product line, you're going live with it 24 hours before you're going live anywhere else, and it really helps you sell through. You can create RSVPs around this and create a ton of hype. And then one of the things we love about the lives is you can actually take the clips of the live, download them from Seller Center, right? The live won't live on your page on TikTok, which helps to create this exclusivity around it. But when you have a Seller Center set up, you're going to download that video. You can find the most engaging moments of that live sale, and you can turn that into more short form content for you. So it's like a total hack, because what you're doing is you're creating a lot of video, and you see this with podcasts and clips. And I was even talking to Nick about this before. I was like, we should take the best parts of this webinar and chop it up and make them into short form video, right? And this works super well. And again, when you have Seller Center set up and you go live, you're able to download this video. You're able to see the graphs of the most engaging moments, the peaks of viewership, and the peaks of comments and shares, and you're able to turn that into more short form. And then top tips, right? Just to sum it all up, keep it short and sweet, right? We want your video length between 12 to 20 seconds. You can go a little bit longer as you start to develop a more engaged following, right? But really hook them in those first 3 seconds. Do it regularly. Don't go live one time and then decide, hey, it's not working for my business, right? You really have to invest. I mean, Adam will tell you about this when we first talked. I mean, you had been in the trenches, I think, for a year, with Willow Boutique, kind of finding things that have worked, finding things that didn't, learning, but you stuck with it and you really saw the success now. Show the product in action, right? Multiple instances of the product being used throughout the video. really helps people to envision how they're going to use that product in their own day to day, which is the first step before you buy anything. You start thinking about how you're actually going to use that product, and then repeat what works. If you have a video go viral and take off, create variations, create remixes of that videos, create videos from that responding to comments, right? Tweak things up. But if you find something that works, you want to be able to adjust it slightly, but create a process around it that allows you to maximize the learnings from that into more content for you. Voiceovers and offers, you see these all the time. They work incredibly well as well. And then, backgrounds as well. These really help to draw in the attention, using a variety of scenes besides just one person. Is another hack that we see. And then closed captioning. Not everybody is going to have their audio on all the time. So being able to have the text pop up as the words are going and being said is another thing that's going to help increase your conversion rates and also really drive more call to actions on the screen. And ultimately, that's going to help you sell more. And then the exclusive difference, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, folks, as we get to questions, and thank you for so many people staying long with us here. As we've covered, EK is now part of the exclusive family that allows us to do so much more for our clients. We already have always thought about things in a holistic way, and that includes bringing all the data in from every API and every data source into one system, organizing it in ways where we can actually develop holistic strategy. What Cody covered earlier today is an easy way for us to take a client who we've been planning awareness and consideration conversion and just add that strategy into TikTok or the next channel or the next channel. We allow these opportunities to come in and fluidly become part of the whole plan. What we like to do is at least offer, if anyone's interested in kind of having a fresh take on their business, studying your competitors, what their search approach is, what their social approach is, what their TikTok approach is, what their Amazon approach is, and trying to distill that to a plan that is going to help you hit your goals, whether that's efficiency or growth, the customer lifetime value, or net new customers. Let us do the work. We don't charge for us to create this plan. We spend a lot of time on it. We try to get it perfect. So just going to throw that out as a poll here. Let us know if you'd like us to reach out and start doing some of that grunt work, figuring things out with you. And wherever we need to bring EK in, EK is going to be part of that. So that's the beauty of us being the same company now. So we'll let that run for a little bit while we all kind of peek at the questions, where there have been 31 questions asked already. We've answered quite a few of them, but just round robin style. Ethan, do you have a question that you've been eyeing that you'd like to answer first?
Well, I think people have asked about how long it takes to set up Seller Center. So I want to kind of walk everyone through that process. It's really quick. It's around 15 minutes to actually submit the documents. Now, TikTok's doing an amazing job of making sure that people that are selling on the platform are vetted, they're reliable, they're real businesses. And what that does is it helps create trust from the end users. So after you submit, again, probably around 15 minutes there, you're going to go through like a 24-hour to 48-hour approval period. TikTok's going to look that over, and then you're going to get approval. If, for whatever reason you get denied, that's where we come in as a TikTok Shop partner. And that's why it's important to kind of, work with Nick, work with our team, because we can help get to the bottom of that. And then obviously make any changes to your application to ensure that you do get approved. But we've had clients really in 24 hours, really 15 minutes of their time, submit these documents, get approved really quickly.
Ethan, have you noticed anyone that you'd like to pass to Jeff? Because Jeff, I believe you can't see the questions, and
yeah,
make sure.
Jeff, I think there's been some, questions about TikTok fulfillment, and I know that's something that we've chatted about, and I think it's just something that I'm really interested to see how it develops. I don't know if you want to touch on that at all, but I know that that's a part of the plans and available in select circumstances as well.
Yeah. So certainly with e-commerce business, getting products to the user very quickly within a few days is highly important. Our competitors are providing a really great customer service, and we want to make sure that we're helping our sellers be able to meet that type of fulfillment SLA as well. Obviously, some sellers like to do everything in-house. They have their own warehouse, they have their own fulfillment staff, but not all sellers do. And some sellers find it easier and cheaper to hand that process off to TikTok. We now are launching a fulfilled by TikTok service. It's still very new, but we are already exploring with several different partners and sellers that have viral products, right? And they just can't keep up with the orders. That sounds crazy, but it's already happening right now. And for those type of sellers, what we do is we take we have them ship their inventory to our warehouse, and we handle the process end to end. We make sure that we get the best pricing for shipping. We handle all the shipping fulfillment. We guarantee a 24-hour fulfillment SLA, and if there happens to be some kind of shipping error, meaning if the carrier ships it to the wrong person, the package disappears, we take full responsibility of that entire process.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think what I love about that is then you, as a brand, right, you can spend more time on developing your marketing strategy, creating amazing products, right, and not have to worry about just the fulfillment. And I know, Adam, when we did the 100K live, that was one of your first thoughts, was like, we're going to do this. We got to have the team ready to be able to ship out these orders, right, to make sure that, you know, people have a great user experience, because just because they bought from you doesn't mean that conversion is ended, right? It's about getting them the order fast. It's about staying top of mind. It's about building brand loyalty, increasing lifetime value, and really developing that customer relationship, I think is key. And, you know, a lot of times I see people being so focused on the conversion, right, and not worrying so much about what happens after the fact. And I think TikTok, what I've loved is they're very focused on making sure that it's a great user experience for the people buying on the platform first, right, and foremost, because they know that when you have that trust, that's going to be ultimately in the best interest of everyone who's a brand selling on the platform too.
I've seen another one in here that I think would be great to hear from Jeff to answer while we have him here. But a lot of people seemingly asking about commissions being taken, trying to kind of compare those to what I would assume is like Amazon or some other marketplaces. Seems like there's been a few questions on that. Jeff, I don't know if you can address that one.
Yeah, so when we benchmark against other competitors for marketplaces, you can sometimes see commission rates as high as 15%, and that's not fun, right? And even those marketplaces, they do bring a lot of value and a lot of customers. And for TikTok Shop, we want to make sure that we're competitive, and we really want to build this to one of the largest e-commerce marketplaces in the entire United States. To that end, we are offering a huge amount of incentives across the entire business. For the commissions, right now, for all new sellers that are onboarding before end of September, we're waiving all commission fees for 90 days for 3 months. That means 0% commission rate, and that includes all the payment transaction fees for your credit card processing. After the 90 days are up, we charge a 2% commission fee, and that includes the transaction fee. I don't even think it covers the transaction fee. We're still losing money on it, but that's a part of making sure that we put skin in the game and make sure that we build a good platform that incentivizes sellers to join. Outside of this commission fee incentive, we are also offering a huge amount of incentives to users and to other sellers to be able to drive sales. For example, for every new seller that purchases a product, or sorry, every new buyer that purchases an item on TikTok Shop, their first item is 30% off. That's really expensive for us. And we cover that fee for the sellers that join and are able to drive sales early on. In addition, we're offering free shipping for all orders above like $20. Like there's different thresholds, like $10 or $20, depending on the product. But that free shipping cost is covered by TikTok as well. And every month we pretty much run a new large campaign where sellers can submit their products to receive additional 30% off or sometimes even more. For Willow Boutique, we did a really fantastic live stream last week that also received a lot of the incentives that were paid by TikTok. And for our good partners, we definitely try to brainstorm together to be able to create some interesting and fun events for our users. So I would definitely take a look at all the incentives that we have. I think it doesn't compare to anything that any of the other platforms have ever offered.
It's been absolutely incredible. And I think that's why, again, working with the TikTok Shop partner, and not just the incentives, Jeff, which have been, again, just no brainers for, I think, people to actually buy and give this a test and then build that trust, but also the support. You know, as an agency that, you know, has been around for a while, and I know Exclusive, it's the same for you. I've never felt like we've had the level of support from a partner like we do with TikTok, you know, from Jeff to all the people that we've worked with and really seeing it scale up, whether it be challenging us to hit new heights with an 100K live or helping us to solve problems on the back end. They're available 24/7 for our team, and we're just incredibly grateful for that. And I think that's a huge benefit of being a TikTok Shop partner. So I got to give a shout out to TikTok on that end. I really have not seen anything like that in marketplaces or on social platforms. Quite like your team has dedicated the resources to it.
Someone asked for us to show this screen again, so I've gone ahead and done that. But Ethan, I think you made a case, and we've talked about this before, that it's one thing to kind of set up a TikTok shop, and it's just categorically so much more beneficial to set up a TikTok shop through a TSP like yourself. It's the same work, but the benefits are like insurmountable. Like they're just
Yeah. I mean,
everything that you guys have been building Willow on has been because you're in that category.
100%. And I've seen a few questions in here about like product feeds, right? It's like we've been working on this platform since like August of last year. We've seen every single product feed. We know which ones work. We know which ones don't. We can really steer you in those right directions. We can set that up for you. We have we have shared channels with the people who actually run these product feeds as well. So it's like instead of spending hours and hours and hours testing each one and trying to learn, just let us come in and help you with that process and give you our insights. We're happy to do it. You know, we've built our agency around being an agency that gives. We're just happy to share. We're an open book. I mean, Adam on here, you know, we've talked about strategies that we see. We want everyone here to win. And so again, with the experience that we've had on the platform, we feel like we can really help fast track everybody and get over some of these humps. And you know, I see this question around shipping incentives right now, even when you're shipping from your own location. So there's no requirement for the incentives for them to be shipped out, fulfilled by TikTok, right? If you're shipping from your own location, that's amazing. You're still going to get the same incentives that you would if you were shipping with TikTok. And the way it works is the customer, right? If they buy something for $50, right, they're going to actually only end up spending $40 because they're going to get a $10 off discount from TikTok, or maybe it's even greater, right? But then you as the merchant are going to get the full price. So TikTok's supplementing the difference as they build this. It's not going to be like that forever, I would assume, Jeff. I mean, maybe you know something I don't, but I would assume this is to help, get it off the
early
ground.
mover advantage.
Exactly. And that's why, again, we're preaching the window of opportunity right now. It's like getting on Amazon before Amazon blew up. It's getting on Instagram in 2016. It's getting on Facebook in 2009. I mean, these opportunities like this do not come around often. And I've never in my 13 plus years of e-commerce seen a platform that's allowed people to scale as quickly as TikTok Shop has. I mean, quite literally selling clients out of merchandise from one short form video. It is absolutely incredible. So take advantage now, work with a TSP and a TikTok Shop partner, work with Exclusive and the EK team. We're one team, and we're here to really serve you and help you see the maximum success. That is our job, as I said, with the first slide from being a TSP, is to help you generate GMV on the platform. And we want to make this your biggest online sales channel.
Yeah, folks, we don't mind staying all day, but we also want to be respectful of everyone's time. You guys all stayed 15 minutes extra. More than 50% of you stayed on just to hear these questions, and that's great. If you have more questions, we have more to talk about. We're going to connect with a lot of you, give you guys quite a few prompts to ask us to reach out. So we're going to have tons of conversations, and let's work together to make a lot of money. So thank you, TikTok, for joining. Thank you for EK for joining. Thank you, Willow, for joining. Thank you, Cody. Thank you, folks, for taking time out on your Wednesday to come join us. Every 2 weeks, we do a webinar. We'll see you at the next one.
Thank you, Nick. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks, everyone.